Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got Food Theory, man, back again. You feed me. Do not eat NyQuil chicken. Wait, do not eat NyQuil chicken. Who making NyQuil chicken? NyQuil chicken, plus, you know, so you eat that motherfucker, you gonna sleep in 1 second. So who you feel me? Who fucking eating that shit? You feel me? Y'all just mix anything up and, you know what I'm saying, call it a day. I don't know though. I don't know. But anyway, leave a like to my channel. Let's go straight to the video. Man, you already know my Food Theory, but I'm gonna try this motherfucker. You feel me? Or trying to dissect the motherfucker. You feel me, man? But hey, like it up, sub, and yeah, let's get it. NyQuil chicken, man. You eat that motherfucker, you going to sleep ASAP. No cap.
People are cooking chicken in NyQuil.
I got a boy in there.
Listen to this new warning from
I was
the
on the news too, from the FDA.
They are urging people not.
Pretty much you eating medicine, like legit, and eating medicine. Like you drinking medicine, you eating medicine.
To cook chicken with NyQuil.
But this is real though, FDA. Damn, y'all actually did this. I mean, I know y'all be doing it, but I ain't know FDA. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The person that be all this shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause usually a lot of people put a lot of shit on their chicken, and not the FDA be like, oh, don't do that. You feel me, man? But it was NyQuil. I mean, it's medicine, so meh. Yeah, medicine is different though. You know what I'm saying? Like they putting some other shit. But yeah.
Well,
there's a TikTok trend right now where people are cooking their chicken and
I mean, you going to sleep. Look at that. You going to sleep. No cap. Their chicken is cold or flu medicine. Oh, cold or flu. Okay.
Medicine like NyQuil.
The FDA is telling you do not do this, right? The FDA is out with this new warning against chicken cooked.
I mean, but man, ain't no law. They gonna do what they want to do. And they want to try, You know, TikTok, you gotta get them views, though. Yeah, I know. Shit, people gonna get them views, though. On TikTok. No cap.
In NyQuil.
Oh!
Yeah, see, look, he gonna try it, too. Food Theory. You know Food Theory gonna try that shit.
This? No, we're totally fine. This is DayQuil.
DayQuil, same shit.
Safe. Absorb those juices.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food
Theory,
the smart show that takes on dumb news. Kinda ironic that an independent YouTuber has to be the one with some semblance of journalistic standards, but here we are, friends. Welcome to the state of media in 2022. If you thought the pink sauce was as dumb and dangerous as TikTok food content got, well, you're in for a rude awakening.
What's pink sauce? Is it what's that medicine called? It ain't medicine, but it's like something for your stomach. That's what it is, or something different. I've been hearing about that shit. Let me know comment below what the pink sauce is. I think I know, but let me know comment below, y'all. Just let me know, y'all. I use my new hairstyle, y'all. Not new hairstyle, but you know, I got a retwist. I got it done, so now it's getting longer and longer, y'all. It's getting longer and longer. But yeah.
Awakening, friendos. Lately, people have been posting videos of a unique chicken recipe where they soak it, boil it, and bake it in cold medicine, most commonly NyQuil. By far, the most viral of these was this now deleted video posted by user IG.
Oh, TikTok delete that motherfucker. I know he got fame though. He got that clout. Shit, that's why he want that clout, that followers. He got that motherfucker.
Rob Flo.
My wife got sick last night, so I'm cooking up some NyQuil chicken.
But of course, his...
How people think of that shit? How people think about shit like this? I mean, it ain't just NyQuil, it's anything, because a lot of people pay a lot of shit on their chicken. I mean, you know, for TikTok, you already know. But how people think like this, though? No cap.
And others. Cue the onslaught of enraged and confused media coverage.
The FDA has a big warning. Not sure who needs to hear this, but don't cook chicken in NyQuil.
Now, let me be clear right off the bat. Using medicine as a marinade for your food is a terrible idea. I think that kind of goes without saying. But just to be sure we're thorough here, here's why it's such a dangerous idea. First off, the recommended dosage for NyQuil is 30 milliliters every 6 hours, and half that dose for kids under 12. A standard bottle of the stuff is more than 11 times the recommended dosage. So if you're dumping it all into a pan and frying it up, there's a near guaranteed overdose.
And I'll be overdosing. No cap. They don't fake no. Or do it. Shit, I don't know. It depends on how your body can handle that shit. It depends on how your body can handle that shit.
Waiting to happen. Also, the idea of just
Oh yeah.
eating half the chicken to get half the dose of NyQuil that you put in isn't foolproof. Whenever you marinate or saute a chicken like this, the spread isn't going to be uniform. You might have noticed this when eating. Most food products are heterogeneous, meaning they're not completely the same throughout. And that's especially true of something like a piece of chicken where the lean meat, the fat, and the skin not only
Man, you know everything. Lean meat, fat. I don't know none of that shit. Nah, I do now. You learn something new every day. I just eat chicken shit all the day. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah.
You have different flavors as you eat them, but different properties that affect how they absorb ingredients. There's also the fact that what seems like a small amount of NyQuil might actually result in a much higher concentrated dose after you boil it. Just like letting a sauce simmer on the
Oh yeah, true that.
The stove will thicken it up. NyQuil's active ingredients will become a much larger portion of the overall stew if you simmer or boil it. Meaning a little bit is gonna be packing a bigger punch.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to eat that motherfucker. They gonna sleep for a good ass minute though. That bitch take you to sleep, no cap.
And all of this is without even mentioning the steam. According to the FDA, quote, inhaling the medication
Oh yeah, cause you basically held that motherfucker. So you already like on the fat. Damn, they all that high. They all that high NyQuil. They all that shit.
vapors while
Yeah,
cooking
that
could
heat.
cause high levels of the drug to enter your body.
Sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy.
So yeah.
Yeah, see, make you sleepy. I know, I mean, of course.
Not only should you not be eating this, which I suspect all of us already understood, but you shouldn't even be cooking it for the memes. And not just because it's a waste of delicious chicken.
People do that for the clout. And if you know, you know. And you know how TikTok goes. When they see one clout motherfucker, like, hey, let me do that. Not just do it just because of them. They want to do it because of that. Yeah, come on. We know. Hey, good shit though, good shit. But we know.
Chicken. Memeing on it is inherently risky. But here's the twist to the story, friends. And yeah, normally I save the twist to the end of the script, but today, this whole episode is the twist. You see, NyQuil chicken isn't the
Sleepy chicken.
real story here. It's not the most dangerous part of this whole thing. The most irresponsible thing to come out of the entire stupid trend, which isn't even a trend, but we're gonna talk about that, are the news stories
not a trend.
themselves. Their selective reporting, their fear-mongering, and their overall coverage have taken something
Yeah, because I was saying that's the only thing I was like, why you like, you guys no, don't do that shit. Don't do that. You feel me? But other TikTok trends or whatever you want to call them motherfuckers, you feel me? They be doing it, but they don't say shit on the news though. So it's like, that's why I'm like, why they doing this shit like, you feel me? NyQuil chick. Even though you ain't supposed to do that shit, but like, you know what I mean? Like they telling you like, don't do that shit.
that was a non-issue and suddenly exploded it into a major threat. You see, this is how the news media has been covering the whole NyQuil chicken story.
A new social media challenge is encouraging young people
Yeah,
to
that's
cook
why
their
you call it a challenge. Yeah.
poultry in NyQuil.
Can't believe we're talking about that.
It is strange that we're talking about it,
Yeah.
but it tells you something about the world we live in now. Some people might actually believe it. So please do not cook your food in NyQuil.
The news bills it as a challenge that people are actively engaging in, and they repeatedly show silent clips of the videos in question, except none of that is actually true. Let's look at each of those step by step. Well, at first glance, the NyQuil chicken videos might look like your typical TikTok recipe. Actually, listening to the narration of the original video makes it clear that this is anything but serious.
Usually I use about, 4/3 of the bottle. If it's your first time doing
4/3 of the, damn, that's a lot.
this, you can get away with using about a fifth. Let it sit there
Said about a fifth, basically the whole guy.
and sizzle for about, 5 to 30 minutes.
So, it should be obvious for everyone that this is a joke, right? 4/3 of a bottle, 5 to 30 minutes? It's a parody. It should be obvious to everyone that this is meant to be a joke. And if that didn't give it away, the final line of the video certainly does.
Boom, NyQuil chicken, bone apple teeth.
Oh yeah, and that's a hair straightener that he's using instead of kitchen tongs. All of it
That's what I
should
was-
make it clear that
That's what I was saying. Like, I know he ain't eating that bitch though. That's what I was saying. But he gotta get that clout. Yeah, I know.
this is 100% parody for the lols, not
Yeah, that's what I said. So why they made it so serious? I don't know. Because I mean, no one ain't eating that shit. But then again, some people might eat that shit. I ain't gonna lie, some people might eat that shit. No cap.
Intended for human consumption, and yet the news media cuts out all the audio, the context.
Oh, you see, that's why news be though, man. See, news, y'all think y'all slick though, man. Y'all think y'all slick. That's how news be though, man. News always cut everything off, man. And we got the footage right now. We got the footage. News always cut everything off, man. That's how they be though. They need slick though, man.
Is left on the cutting room floor, and all that's left is what seems to be a worryingly serious trend. But here's the kicker. IG Rob Flow's obviously satirical TikTok video was uploaded on September 4th of 2020.
Oh, September 4th. Damn, that's last year. That's 2 years ago. I say last year, 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. So why it blew up now?
More than 2 years ago.
So it blew up now? Now they want to talk about it?
Back then, the video didn't take off. It only went viral in...
Oh, it didn't. It be like that sometimes. Some videos don't take off, and then a couple years, or probably a couple months, or a couple years, it don't take off.
In January of this year.
So they finally took off. That's why
because of a reaction video by YouTuber Action
Oh, okay, so somebody react to it.
Jackson sharing the video to explain why this is a bad idea and why you would be an idiot to do anything like this.
It's not good for you. Please don't do this, children at home. Please. This man is a Hall of Fame psychopath. You better be ready to give your attention to the nearest hospital.
If we look at the Google Trends graph for NyQuil chicken, we see that the biggest spike comes not after the satirical TikTok video, but in January.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I mean, but that's how it be though. Like, it don't trend 2 years ago, but it's gonna trend 1 year and trend 2022. So I mean, that's how the internet works though. No cap.
Of 2022, in the weeks after Action Jackson dunked on this whole year-old TikTok trend. In other words, the actual trend here, the fad that's getting attention and clicks and views, isn't cooking NyQuil chicken, it's the mocking of NyQuil.
Yeah, I was saying, no, I ain't cooking that motherfucker.
Adam, he's been asleep for 5,000 years. The longer he has to adapt
chicken and talking about how stupid of an idea this is. And this is how the trend has always been. NyQuil chicken is not a new thing on the internet. Well, sure, the chicken has recently gotten renewed attention thanks to a TikTok video. The idea actually has its origin dating back to April 2017.
So that happened 2017? Oh, god damn, I ain't know about this shit. So they were doing this shit back then?
Where an anonymous poster made what they called sleepy time chicken.
Oh my goodness, they were doing that shit back then.
Referring to the fact that one of the active ingredients in NyQuil is doxylamine, which causes drowsiness.
Yeah, that's why it put you to sleep, yeah.
Cue, of course, a thread of responses.
If you don't feel right, or I mean, some people just use this to go to sleep, I ain't gonna lie.
Expressing shock, horror, and amusement. Any idea?
But you don't feel right. Yeah.
Idea that provokes that kind of reaction is gonna spread. And sure enough, it made its way to Twitter several weeks later when Twitter user Tristan reposted several of the images from that original thread with the caption, "If she makes you NyQuil chicken, do not let her go," provoking yet another wave of disgust and mockery.
Bro, why is it being boiled? I feel ill.
And memeing. But here's the thing. In every instance, the original thread, the Twitter feed...
So it's been a thing, though. It's just... It just, generations.
This new video, everyone instinctively knows that this is a stupid idea. In fact, based on our research, there has never been an intent to actually eat this.
That's why I said I never seen nobody eat. That's why I was saying, ain't nobody eating that shit.
Thing.
Then again, some people will eat this shit. This for the internet, no cap. But ain't nobody eating that shit though.
Real or otherwise. As a result, none of the posts that I just talked about, or any of the ones that I've been able to find using related keywords, refer to this as a food challenge. The trend here is, haha, funny chicken meme good, not, am I man enough to eat this and survive? Classifying it as an eating challenge has largely seemed to be an invention by the media. In short, this is just the Tide Pod story all over again.
Oh yeah, no, somebody ate that shit for real. I think I saw videos of somebody eating that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, y'all do anything, type shit. Y'all do anything for the internet. Nah, that was crazy though. That time was crazy, no cap.
A mountain of media coverage over a molehill of something that was a meme that everyone largely recognized as a joke. In all of my extensive research on the subject, I've been able to find mountains of coverage interviewing numerous doctors about the hypothetical dangers of eating NyQuil chicken, but no actual reports of people who were hurt or hospitalized or who got sick as a result of trying the stuff, because all the signs indicate that people weren't trying the stuff. They were creating satirical videos, and they were...
But they still was Smelling the motherfucker though, but it wasn't eating it though.
Mocking the satirical videos. It was a meme. It was an excuse to make fun of a hypothetical person who would be dumb enough to actually try something like this. It wasn't an actual public health menace. The only thing that the media coverage did was elevate the visibility of this bad idea to audiences that might not be in on the joke. They also branded it as a real eating challenge, something much more dangerous than what it initially was. Looking at Google Trends search data for both the web and YouTube, NyQuil chicken was a non-existent idea in the public consciousness until a week ago, when the press got a hold of this nothing burger of a story, and suddenly it was the headline on nightly news broadcasts across the country. So why then would the FDA make an announcement telling people not?
That's what I'm saying. Why the hell there was FDA? That's so important right there. I'm like, God damn, you gotta say something.
To do this if it's not a big thing? I'm not the only one asking that question. As an article from the New York Post on September 20th put it, quote, "It's unclear why the FDA only now issued the warning about the challenge since videos have been circulating."
That's what I'm saying. Like, why the FDA?
Online for months. You want to know the truth that the news isn't telling you? The FDA actually didn't make an announcement for the purposes of telling people about the dangers of NyQuil chicken. Here's what actually happened. In September of 2022, the FDA posted a consumer update titled "A Recipe for Danger: Social Media Challenges Involving Medicines." Now, it's true that this FDA update does make a brief mention of the chicken, using it as an example of a fad video that demonstrates an unsafe behavior. But this medicinally marinated meat is not the meat nor the potatoes of this FDA update. It actually devotes much more attention to the much more serious topic of a different TikTok trend. This one actually branded as a challenge that urged people to take large doses of allergy medicines like Benadryl. This trend actually did put multiple teenagers in the hospital, with one case ultimately proving fatal. That was the wider trend that the FDA update was about. Looking at the FDA video, it's obvious what their real message was here. It was a reminder to parents to be aware of what their kids are consuming online, to keep medicines away from children, and to talk with their children, making sure that they're not misusing over-the-counter medication. That seems like an important message. After all, there are TikTok challenges that have left teenagers hospitalized or worse. There are some trends that are
Nah, that's true. That's true. There's some TikToks.
Branded as challenges, and unlike the NyQuil chicken meme, are actually driving impressionable youngsters to engage in unsafe behaviors. But does the media coverage that's been popping up cover any of this stuff from the FDA update? No! In the vast majority of news stories that I looked across broadcast media, the focus was entirely on, haha, can't you believe that people are dumb enough to try to make NyQuil chicken? Wacky that the FDA had to tell them not to do that. Maybe if someone had actually bothered to read the FDA update they claim to be reporting on, they'd realize what the real story was here. More serious challenges that you should be talking about, and more serious steps that kids and parents should be taking to stopping them. But no, of course not. Instead of sharing real public safety information about real public safety issues, the overwhelming majority of media outlets instead chose to take the low road, to use it as an excuse to dunk on how dumb social media is. Nope, in this case, you're the dumb ones, traditional news. You missed the forest for the trees. You sacrificed real reporting all because funny chicken video thumbnails better. So here, let me do the work that they can't or won't do. Use medicines as prescribed, kids. While NyQuil chicken might be a funny meme, don't do it because the fumes are gonna be
I know kids might do that shit.
Potentially dangerous. And more importantly,
put your ass to sleep. No cap. Put your ass to sleep. Looking like goddamn.
Wider
no cap. Put your ass. Yeah, no, look, okay.
Lesson here, if you ever see anything involving medicine being used in inappropriate ways online, do not replicate what you see and then report the video immediately, whether it's on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever. Because if you don't shut it down, people are gonna get hurt. And worse, the news media might get a hold of it and make it into a much bigger problem than it ever was in the first place. But hey, that's not a theory, it's a fact. A fact that the news should have mentioned during the initial coverage of
he switched it up. He said that he switched it up.
The story. Also, I'm not gonna end this video with a bon appetit for very obvious reasons, I would hope. By the way, if you want to see our takedown of another mess made by the media, check out this video we did over on our sister channel Film Theory, all about the Tide Pod craze from several years back. Hit of nostalgia no one expected. Odds are you probably didn't hear the full story about what went down with that one. And for another TikTok fiasco that left a few people sick to their stomachs, check out this video we did about the infamous pink sauce. Stay critical, and I'll see you all next week.
Nah, that's great though, man. I ain't know that was a thing though. I ain't know nothing about it. So right now, you feel me? I heard this time, I'm like, hold on. Somebody literally eating NyQuil chicken? You feel me? I like the title. I'm like, hold on. I gotta see my boy talking about, man. My boy food theory. You feel me, man? He didn't say at the end for it. He said that's a fact. But anyway, leave a like to my channel, y'all, man. Hit the bell. And let me know if you eat NyQuil chicken. And don't say yeah, just say no. I know y'all ain't eat that motherfucker. But some people crazy enough to eat that motherfucker though. Hey, like this, y'all, man. Sub my channel. Alright, peace.